It's going down. Think Like a Boss podcast. Hosted by your boy Money Train. Special guest, Priceless Royalties. 3 books. She has written 3 books. She doing her thing. She putting it out there in the community. She letting people know, man, like, hey, she got style. You know what I'm saying? She been in the rap game since the early 90s. She done performed for Salt and Pepper. She done performed for LL Cool J. She done performed for a lot of people out here that's mainstream. Priceless Royalties. Somebody you don't want to sleep on. Y'all tune in. Special guest again. It's Priceless Royalties. Special guests, y'all tune in. Follow us ASAP. Make sure y'all do not miss out. You tuned into that Think Like a Boss podcast, hosted by Money Train. Make sure y'all go ahead and add us right now, ENL Hustle on Instagram. Go to host_Money Train. Tap in. Don't be late. Stay tuned. Grind time. Y'all tuned into that Think Like the Boss podcast, hosted by your boy Money Train. This is where it's going down. Special guest Rise, man. Y'all gotta rise to the next level. This is all about leveling up. This story right here, y'all don't want to miss. Traumatic issues, problem, life stories. Something that you can take notes from, something that you can learn from. Not only that, something that, when it comes to life, you don't want to take for granted. Make sure that people that are around you are solid, loyal, love you for you, you know what I'm saying, and not trying to put on for any other reason. This story brings a message that can't be ignored. We got the special guest, Raz. Tune in. Think Like the Boss podcast going down tonight, 8:30 p.m. Something you don't want to miss. Tune in. Think Like the Boss podcast. So it's about money. Yep. That's something I got. Like, that's my type of outfits for the ladies.
Right, I like them outfits. You throw them on jogging suits and still look real. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. Real shot. Nice. We about to go in on them because time is money and we are already in the making. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the love and the support. Before we even get started, go in and follow ENL Hustle on Instagram along with Priceless Royalty on Instagram. This interview right here, wonderful lady, been doing a lot since the 90s. And I want everybody to hear her story, her drive, and why she continue to go so hard. And hey, age don't come, music don't come with age. You feel me? So it's like, with that being said, I want everybody to take the time. Priceless place, especially that on the thing like about podcast. Priceless, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up? You got it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. For the record, where are you from?
Well, I lived in Illinois.
Where?
Chicago. South side.
Southside Chicago.
Yeah, you got it, baby.
Okay. What? Music, like, is that where the music started in Chicago, or?
No, now peep game. Now we moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and I started beatboxing. And then we got some beats and stuff back there. We got this group, New Action Females, together, and once we got that group together, we start performing at Avenue, where Prince did his little movie at. I had a ball with this game, and then from there we grew up. Now we split it. The group split it up, and we went our separate ways. And I continued with making the music on the low in the back.
Now the question I heard you bring up the group.
Oh, what was the name of your group? What was the name?
New Action Females.
New Action Females. Okay,
Right.
what year? What year was this?
Now this was then back in the late 80s, and we opened up for Salt Pepper, Kumo D, a lot of them, I don't know if y'all remember UTFO and Whistle, we only bugging. You know what I mean? I don't
Okay,
know if y'all hear.
okay.
Yeah, and when Roxanne
So,
Shante came out, believe me, I've been in the game for a long time. Been doing my thing.
nice. So let's go ahead and talk about the behind the scene. The artists that you have rubbed shoulders with. I heard you bring up Kumo D and a few others. Let's go ahead and talk about that
Right.
experience.
So being in the game and everything back then, it's a big difference from now. Okay. I write better. I can make my own money. I make my residuals. I get paid. If you could understand where I'm coming from. Because back then my mother didn't allow me to sign no contract with no one. And when I did get offered the contract, she was like, no, and I'm kind of thinking about, well, dang, mama, you should have run on, let me sign that contract. Let me see where it would have took me.
What?
But
Yeah,
go
I
ahead.
agree. Who was trying to sign you? What contract and who was it
It was
through?
back in Minneapolis, with Ray Seville over the First Avenue. And he's with
Okay,
Ray
and
Seville
what?
Productions. And
Okay,
at the
so
time,
so
which I pitched, I don't know if you know Jesse Johnson, Maserati, you
yes.
know. Yes. So of course, that was that First Avenue, that Purple Rain kind of thing going on back then. And I never
That
went,
purple.
at First Avenue
And
is
First
the
Avenue was
club.
always popping, right? Yeah, exactly. The
Always popping,
club.
yeah,
So
baby. The crowd was off the chain, boy. I'm telling you. And see what they get
so
to know, that experience for me could never be forgotten. That was the hypest back then. What they doing now is totally different than how we was playing it back then. Now the signing contracts is, if you chose to do that, then you do that. But I'm kind of grateful that my mother did, because I'm making my own money now.
nice, nice. Let's go ahead and get into it. Like, what made you target music? Like, was it the art of music, or was it more
Man,
like you had a message to
I
bring?
love music. I'm in a relationship with music. Matter of fact, I'm in a relationship with my 3 books.
I know that.
My time with my
So let's
music and
talk
my
about the
book.
first book. I know you. Now this book is with a S plural, meaning it's more than one
More
book.
than
Let's talk
one
about
book
this first.
because
Check me out. Let's talk about the first book. Let's talk about the first book first before you even get into it. Let's talk about what made you even had a motivation and a commitment to write a book, and was you
I
going
know,
through
huh?
something in your life to make you write this book? You got three questions to ask to
I don't
answer.
know. After doing this music, making all this, whatever I was doing, and I'm gonna always get my paper, and then I'm gonna take names as I'm doing it. That's number one. Number two, in the process of making his life before my mother passed, facing 25 years of my life being set up. You know what I mean? And that's just real talk. I couldn't help her. Then my brother died, and then my sister died. So I had to ask the Lord. I mean, like, hey, what's going on? And He set me down, and we had a nice conversation about what's going on around the world. Sometimes you have to be set down, you know.
I
And
agree with
and
that.
then plus my mother, before she called on about my life, because let me tell you something. People coming to me and always asking me, "Oh, can you tell me this? You know what I mean?" I always had an answer for it, and I'm like, "Look, I mean, always, I'm not a psycho or anything, but I wrote these books, so now you don't have to ask me. You don't have to come and, you know, because not everybody do what I do, no way. You know what I mean?
Okay.
People got to
Right.
go left, but they gonna go anyway. If
Right,
you
that's just
value
like
my
saying, "What I put your head on that stove when you know it's hot." We want to see how hot it is.
right. So, but I'm telling them before they go put their hand, hey, that stove is hot. Now I'm gonna let you know what
Yeah,
your destiny is. You know what I mean? Hey, you can either take it or leave it, and people really buy my opinion and buy what I say. So, hey, I miss that call. I can pull people cold. I can tell you about yourself more better than you can. Story more better than you can. That's
nice. So
because a
look, let's
lot
talk
of
about the
people,
first book.
yeah,
The first book. What's the
go,
name of it? What's the title of the first book?
the first book I wrote, your relationship, healthy or unhealthy for you. You know, I could tell you so many scenarios, give you so many scenarios about your relationship of you knowing if it's healthy or not. Some people like to stay in funk. I'm serious. If you know it ain't right, take a flight. You know,
If
you
you
should
know it
sit in
ain't
a
right, take a
relationship.
flight, right?
Hey, you know what I mean? If it ain't right,
Got
take a flight.
I got a question before we get too deep into it. People want
Right.
to know where they can find these books. Where can people find these books and purchase these books to support what you got going on? Where can they find these
Oh, that's
books?
love. I hope they do under the eyes of God. I'm telling you, you can best believe that. On Amazon, I'm on Amazon ebooks. And when you put it up, you don't have to put it up on Prices Water. You put it up because your relationships be healthy or unhealthy for you. That's one. But better yet, you can go to my site, my personal site. My personal site is www.priceless-royalty. And that's that little minus sign that you put in the middle.com. So that's prices-royalty.com.
Y'all hear that? Y'all tuned in to that Think Like a Boss podcast where we speak about growth. We talk about connecting. We talk about the music. We talk about dreams and why do people continue to follow their dreams and what drives them. We got the special guest on air, Priceless, royalty to be exact. She's been coming with a lot of hot content. Y'all can find her on Instagram. She got a lot of music videos. Now, to speak about the music videos, who do your videos for? Who do your videos?
He made me laugh. All right, I'm gonna tell you, me, Orne. No,
Nice,
I don't have no reason to lie. Ain't nobody gonna whip my ass, so I don't have no reason to lie to you. That's one. Two, what? It ain't gonna put no money in my pocket. So, baby, all me.
nice. So you good with the
I
computer,
hope
the
you look.
programs, the apps?
I'm telling you, you got to sit down. It's that knowledge and wisdom that you learn as you go. The whole point of writing the books and the whole point of doing these videos, I had to do them by myself. Now, these next two videos, I would love some aid assistance on because I would like to get more detailed. And plus, with my music, I tell you the same way I tell you how my books, if you see me in person, I'm more aggressive because you'll know you in your eyes. Okay? When I talk. Okay?
Hmm.
You can understand.
Hey, so I
And you got to
like
look in the
that.
whites of the eyes.
You gotta look into the whites of the eyes to understand the real of the lies. Y'all heard that from Priceless Royalty. She dropping them jewels. Y'all pay attention. So check this out. Before we go on to the next question, I know you say you didn't open up for salt and pepper. Like tell me about salt and pepper. Like did you ever have a chance to network or like have that great
No,
conversation
not
with
all.
Laz
I
and
get
Joe?
to. I think I got to enjoy performing for them.
Performing, okay.
Performing for them.
Okay.
Okay, never got to work with them like that. And now that I tell you, I'm grateful to even perform for certain people that is, in the industry.
True, true, true.
For real.
Um, I'm blown away. Like, tell me something. Like, just go ahead and name off a list of man. Should I say the mainstream people that you done came across? I know you don't. I know you done.
Oh, you
You
looked at my
named off a
page.
few
I
of
could
them.
name a
You
few,
know,
but I
Salt and
don't even
Pepper,
want to
Food,
call out.
Kubo
Believe it.
G. You know what I'm saying? Like,
See
because
what
I know.
stripped out? What stripped out of love? Some of them know you, but don't even say nothing. But I'm cool with that though. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
Because I'm just grateful that I'm just grateful to still be able to do what I do. You know, and nobody don't step on my toes. Don't keep me from it. I'm like, oh girl, and Color Purple. No one can keep me from it.
And that's true.
You
That's the
feel me?
message. No one
I
can
ain't
keep you
playing. No one
from.
can keep me from it, man. Don't step on. Don't get in my. I'm like a beast with it.
Exactly.
You listen to my music, believe me, I'm very upfront. Know where I'm coming from. This song, hey now, I'm not kidding about that. Fair exchange, no robbery. Don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. White, black, Puerto Rican, and Chinese. This goes for all of you. Don't cross no better. This goes for women, men, and children. I'm a pimp with this. I'm a positive individual making progress around here.
Yeah, y'all hear that? Think like a boss podcast. Podcast. We turning up with that girl Price's royalty. Y'all hear it for y'allself. Progress.
The rap game system.
80s. Make sure you done came across Kumo G, Salt and Pepper. She done came across man so many. I see like her the name of her group. You said it was Whistle at First Avenue.
Yeah. Bells.
Yeah, okay, new action females, yeah.
Yeah, new
And
action
man,
females, baby.
that was in the 80s, early 90s, and I'm
Yeah,
looking
it
up
was.
that's nice and like for you to continue to do your passion. Like I see, when you was a little kid, well, like what really inspired you and enlightened you to go so hard? Like what was it?
Growing up with my growing up in Chicago, growing up in Chicago, like saying having some type of entertainment.
Right, and
Back
Chicago
then.
known for that entertainment. I agree. I'm from Indiana. Like I'm
Yes.
close. I'm right next door to Chicago.
Always. My
You feel
mother
me?
almost after hours, you know what I mean? And I was all in the middle of the floor jam, and they'd be like, go get Priceless. Be like, hey, okay. And then when the jams come on, I'm talking about you Gladys Knights. It's sad to think. That's a jam. We're not gonna make it. Go on, girl. And I'm telling you, grew up on that right there. That's a
Yeah.
Dandara.
So yeah, see, and that's a great jam right there. And
Wait a minute, chill. I'm talking about Rita Baker. When Rita Baker came along, did Tina Turner. Honey, please. I grew up on that.
and that's lit.
So
That's
that's
that
what
era right there. And my
yeah, I
mama
mean,
grew up
come
on
on.
that era. Guess what? While I was a
Yeah.
young man, I was bumping that. I'm like, dang, mama, y'all.
Right.
But I catch myself bumping them oldies, and at the end of the night, I'm putting on polo cologne, jumping in the bed, ready to go to bed and go to school tomorrow. But I'm listening to old jams. The jams that keep
Right.
it so fresh and new, and with that game. And man, I want to say I think I already asked you, but the inspiration, like, who was your mentor growing up in the neighborhood of Chicago when we know Chicago got, it's known for a lot of good and bad, but like, what was your mentor? Who was your mentor growing up in the neighborhood?
Wow. Well, to be straight up with you, if you read my books, like I told you, we fought in Chicago. We had neighborhood fights. We had, you know what I mean, fighting. I mean, I'm the way I am. I'm a box. I did box. I done put them things on some few people at my times. Believe me, you can't even breathe on me wrong. You can't even. For real. You know what I'm saying? True. That's why the way I am. You got to do it for yourself.
Yeah, I
I'm
feel that.
telling you.
Yeah. No, a question. Let people know where they can follow you on Instagram or any other
Oh,
platform.
priceless PR. I'm on all platforms, but I would rather for you guys to keep it real personal and come to my web site, priceless-royalty.com. I can keep it real personal with you too. You know what I mean?
Bet.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would like for people, if you ever date this young man, Mr. Mud, he put it on, and I hope that you guys make a good relationship just as well as so you
Thanks.
can
I
talk to
agree.
me if you
Yeah.
need any questions. If they got a question, they be like, hey man, this cat over here tripping. You know what I mean? I can go ahead and then pull your code and be like, hey, this is why this cat tripping. I mean, that's what my books is about. It's the insight. If you know my name is Miss Beautified, you need to look that up. I'm gonna always do my
Mhm.
best to stay happy. People always ask me while I'm smiling. I could be mad at your butt right now, but you wouldn't know.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about so far as my expression on my face. You would already know because I'm gonna keep it 100. I didn't put it. But if I'm sitting up there sobbing and holding on to it, nah, player, it ain't that much. Sorry, can't do it. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold on with that ratchetness. I'm not gonna hold on to that negativity. And I ain't gonna sleep with it. I ain't gonna wake up on it with my heart. I'm sorry. I'm still doing music. You gotta keep yourself going on what you like. I like music. I like my books. I like telling people. People always talking to me. So guess what? If I got something to say and I read you and something, I call it smelling. I smell you. I smell your BS before you get around the corner. I know you're coming. I know you're a snake if you're. I'm telling you.
That
and then and they always say, "Oh, you got ESP." No, forget that, nigga. I don't care what you call it. I'm telling you what I'm feeling under the eyes of God, and check yourself. And then they say I'm very intimidated. Baby, I ain't intimidated. It's your problem. Believe me, ain't no punks around this mud. Ain't no hoes around here. I'm telling you, nigga.
Hey, we got this. Hey, hold up. We got special guests in the building. Royalty. We got priceless royalties in the building. When I tell you she going ahead right now. Hey, I got a question. They label you an OG, and why do they label you the OG of the game right now?
I paid my dues. I got soldiers and whatever you talking about there. Been there and done. I made a song. I ain't no tough guy. This is just some realism. You live day by day. You go through the struggle, but you don't let the struggle make you, man. And people with us right now today, we ain't upfront enough. You letting people slide doing slick shit all the time. You can't let people slide. Pull their coat and say, "Hey, nigga, I don't want to be around you if you cut like that. I don't play that. I don't play all that gossiping, talking about so and so. I'd rather pull your coat and tell you how to live under the eyes of God." So guess what? When you reap what you sow, don't say that prices didn't tell you so. I done pulled your coat.
Where my bell at? I need to hit the bell in the building. Because the thing like a boss is going down, she's dropping the jewels. This is something that people need to tune in and listen to because hey, it's all great facts, it's all great topics. Now, priceless. My question is this: we about to get back into. I want people to learn you and understand you and know why you go so hard into this rap game. I got a question. Like, you have any new music right now that's coming out? Any new hot singles out right now that you want to throw out there?
Well, you know what I'm saying. If you know a word wise, never let your left hand know what your right hand doing. I'm gonna be like this, picture me rolling. Real talk though. Seriously. Real talk. Next what I'm gonna tell you. These two right here is what you should listen to that I got out, baby boy, right now. And I would love for them to feel me. I make this music for the heart. I would do it back then when I was making beats. I did that for the heart. And I still do it for the heart. Okay? And I know emojis to make me old looking and make people consume me like that. You can see what I'm saying? There ain't no drugs and all that. And maybe not signing. It saved from a lot of riffraff. And because look at them. I mean, some of them is consumed. You literally is consumed. The makeup consumed them. You know what I mean? The gray hair, you get consumed by this. If you get it, you feel.
True. So I got a question. How do you block these negative vibes, negative people? What do you do to block negative things? Like, is there any tips you want to give those who are listening and planning on tuning in while they go about their day? How do you avoid negative?
How you
How do
she
you
would.
how you avoid it?
Glory be to God. God forbid. Now everybody listen and listen to me well. Nobody is promised nothing. Nada. Take my word for it. Nobody is promised nothing. Not the friendship, not the person you laying with, not the kids you got. So if you don't take that in consideration for each day you got to ask, hey, that right there, what you doing? Check mother buddy. Check right there. Don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait the next day. Say, hey, that was cool. And if you don't like it, move around. When people start getting along by themselves with that bullshit, they gonna find out. Don't nobody want to be around that. And believe me, I'm a mother of the elbows.
Come on back.
When you don't,
Yeah,
when you
come close to the
deep when
mic.
you don't even see me deep. Believe that.
Let's say, hey, that's priceless royalty for real. Hey now, y'all better go check out that song. Hey now, it's going down. Check out the Instagram, priceless royalty. Go ahead and check out the. You on YouTube too, right?
Right. Priceless royalty. You got priceless royalty. You got that right there.
You see,
Priceless royalty. Believe me, I'll check it.
and that's real. It's another question. Like, I know, music is a way of art. You know what I'm saying? And people express they life behind the art, the music, and the whole 9 yards. I know that you bring a positive message, motivational, flow. You're energetic. Um, man, like, is there anybody that you would love right now to do music with, tie up with, link up with, do a feature song with? Anybody,
Oh, yeah, Kendrick
that you
Lamar.
fuck with?
Kendrick Lamar.
Why you pick Kendrick Lamar?
Because spiritually, I just
Yeah.
spiritually. That's why.
Okay, because Kendrick do be going hard. He real lyrical
Yeah,
to me. I like his flow. You know what I'm
real
saying?
talk.
Like,
Right. He touched
it
some
took him
some
out
basic
by
things that. Hey, he touched on some things that what I'm saying go real deep. But some people you got to pay attention to. Some people that you sit to is you just hey, you just gotta
Sure.
hey,
Sure. What about
take
that
it how
boy
you
J.
get it.
Cole? J. Cole is
Oh,
one
him,
lyrical.
right. And he's cool. He's cool. Okay. But what I know about this Kendrick Lamar more. You feel
Okay.
me? That's the one
Yeah.
to where I just found out that this year. Remember, I got on Instagram. So I'm just finding out who's out, who's out. And I
Okay.
just found out J. Cole this year.
J. Cole be going so hard. Man, when I tell you, I was listening to J. Cole earlier
Right. I
today.
pulled this code. I pulled this down. I was like, dang, this cat right here. He hit here too.
The fam wordplay is serious. You gotta really
Right.
listen in and just listen to his flow. Fam
Right.
flow crazy, and I'm like, you know what? He always been fire. Like his metaphors, the way his cliches, the
Right.
bars, all three. It'll make a person think.
Right. Right. Right.
You know.
But I saw it. I checked. I peeped that out this year. Like, hey man, some people. Hey man, I'm here. I'm here, but I just need to be here. Check it out for a minute. And then
True.
yeah, for real.
True. I got
And
a
be on
yeah.
something else.
I got a question for you. This just crossed my mind. How did the COVID affect your career? Did the COVID affect your career?
Cause that cat. All I think is that it was me slowing down my business. Cause I take care of the error. And I'm gonna tell you something. Slow down for music. And see how I popped it off this year.
Uh-huh.
I read. I came and I was like, dang, let me get this done. Yeah, but that's what he did for me. But they pissed me off with it because, hey, you slow me from doing concerts. That's about it.
Mm.
Because
Because I know that COVID came through and really, man, swiped a lot of stuff, man. Like it was just unexpected, because I know it affected me for sure because I had a few customers who sent me $500 for this custom shirts and a few $100 over
oh,
here. So I made like a quick $800. But I had to give it all back, or at least half of it back, due to the events that was canceled on their end. And I'm like, dang, man, this COVID has slowed down business, but at the same time, made you strategize, made you come up with a blueprint, made you go get you what's that, an LPP, an LLP, whatever, you know, what I'm saying, PPP loan, and the whole 9 yards to really better yourself in a time of crisis and in need. And man, you know, I can honestly say I
Take
really.
that bite though, baby. Take it. I already have to take that. Well, God is for me, who can be against me. Greater is he that sent me to him of this world. Let me tell you something.
True.
Thank you, because he'll come back and smack me in the face. That's why I ain't running around here with no man and no damn kid. You ain't sitting up this doctor on my door talking about let me see little Billy. No, I'm sorry. Or get some welfare. Welfare? What? What are these assistants? Standing what? Nobody's lying. Because I'm sorry. I apologize that they put us in a situation like that. At the I do never become codependent, because if you can't depend on a man or a woman to have your back, you damn sure can't depend on the outside motherfuckers who want to see you eat. To look at
Y'all heard that on the Like About podcast. Y'all heard that on the station first. We got the special guest, Priceless Royalty. Y'all got to go ahead and stand up, show that love, show that support. This is a fire message right here. You know, the interview, you know, she got 3 books. Y'all inspirational. You know, what do you do when it, you know, come to a relationship that is sour, that is toxic? You know, do you stay up in it? Do you accept it? Or do you go ahead and say, you know what, I'm done with it? Because guess what? We all have been through it. And we
gotta
also
love
have
yourself more than that.
behind it.
You got to love. I'm telling you, and I don't care that friendship. I don't care. People scared to be alone, but let me tell you something. Man, can't love nobody more than God. No way.
Ooh, he's a jealous God anyway. He's a jealous God, and I feel like once you start putting anything and everybody in front of him, guess what? It starts to things start to lose
getting
everything.
confused and started losing. Believe me, I had my things for him to wake me up, pull my coat, because he didn't send me here for that. So that's why I can't be mixing and matching with humankind, like they losing their damn mind. They ain't y'all done lost y'all right ass mind. Doing all killing stuff for unnecessary stuff. I mean, all that stealing. That's some peasant stuff. That's peasant. You want to show your jewelry and your money. And I know that, and I'm talking about, I said this as a child. I said, because I had buses as a child, because I used to look at the behavior of man, and he used to get slippery. And the doctor told my mom, it's in my book. She was like, she got 2 buses. You need to find out why your daughter got 2 buses at the age she is. I'm 10, 11 years old with ulcer. One size of an orange and one size of a grapefruit. Taking in all man's bullshit. They little pain. They. I'm talking about literally. That not of a child like that. And when she told me, she said, baby, I don't care who behavior it is. She said, even if it's mine. She said, tell how you feel. She said, speak. Don't hold that in. And ever since then, and I'm expressing myself. I ain't nothing.
Voice your opinion. Speak your mind. Write those books. Put it on a shirt. Put it into the music. Go into the strip club. Hit the streets. Become the community of the, you know what I'm saying, the public figure of where you at. And that's fire, because guess what? Each one teach one, and everybody going through something, and we all trying to get somewhere. And we all learning from lessons, experience, and we counting our.
Right. Like real talk.
I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? You tuned into the Thing Like a Boss podcast, where we don't just speak about music, we speak about life going on in the community. And if we know that we can change something in the community, what we need to focus and target, because at the end of the day, it's all about the youth. It's all about the
right, because I'm reporting back. I'm telling. I'm like I'm telling. I am telling. I'm going back. I be on this. I'm telling. Behavior is behavior. I mean, hey, when they say watchers, man, I'm watching the watchers, watching the watchers, watching the watchers, and watching the watchers. Okay? Because everybody want to watch everybody, but nobody want to learn from nothing.
Yeah, hey, look, we tell her, hey, I like that. You know what
Well,
y'all can continue to be on the sideline and watch me while I'm in the game, and y'all can jump in the game and get one of these plays and do what I do.
come on.
It takes time. It takes patience. It takes commitment. It takes a dream. It takes something that was so small, which is a mustard seed, and
You know that you can believe in God. You know
that you can stand on faith, and you know that you continue to bring something to the table. God go make sure that your cup runneth over unexpectedly every time. God go bless you and put the right type of
that.
people
Glory
in
be
your
to
life.
God. And thank you, baby. Go ahead. And I'm telling you, P game. And look, and I ain't been starving. So I ain't got to sign a contract. Nigga, I ain't got to sign for no meals. Nigga, I'm rolling hard. I'm rolling harder than some of you cats around here. Nigga, but you hear me? A little. I'm telling you. So guess what? And I ain't have to get no meal ticket because it ain't about the loot. Anyway, if you do right. I don't
If
wake up
you
in the
do
morning thinking about who I'ma be, down or who I'ma be better than. No, man, it's bigger than that. It's big. My strength and my energy come from helping my village. I'm an
exactly,
empress.
and God judge you
I'm
off your heart,
an
not off.
totally
Exactly,
real
he
talk.
judge you off your heart, right? Like
Hard.
you know what he say. You know what he say. He say so as a
Mhm.
man thinketh, so shall he be, right? So
Come
guess
on.
what? We gotta be bosses and queens. We gotta be kings and queens. We gotta be the
An
ones
empress.
out here.
Cause I ain't no
Exactly,
queen or none of that. I'm an empress. I'm in my
empress,
own
son.
lane.
Yes, own lane. Anything you want to tell the kids out here, like the youth out here nowadays is going crazy. The youth out here nowadays,
Yes,
they don't want to listen
man.
to the
Y'all see y'all getting
youth.
popped off. Look at it, kids, please. Look at it. It's already been. Stop the disrespect you taking from your life. I'm not talking about even disrespecting your parents and yourself. What are you
That's where it started at, right
disrespect?
there.
I'm telling you, man. You shorten your days. If you ain't heard from nobody, priceless can tell you. Believe me, I can
Ooh, I was
kick it
about to
with you and
say
roll.
that.
Believe me, I'll twerk with you. I'll laugh and joke. But when it's time to sit down and do the grind and put it in your mind and do right, so you can live beyond the age. Y'all shorten y'all days. Right
Shorten
now,
y'all
you
days.
need to kid back and stop being followers, baby. Being followers. Be a
That's
leader.
it right
I
there.
don't care. Be
That's
a leader. See, that's
hold
the
on, hold
issue,
on, hold
right?
on,
I'm saying,
prices.
go ahead.
That's it right there. You said stop following and trying to prove a point to the
Mm,
next man. We need to prove it to God and
mm,
become a leader. Look, everybody want to follow somebody, but when it comes to being a leader, they seem like it's too hard. They seem like a leader role is too much. It's too hard. It's too much that come with being a leader. You know what I'm saying?
mm.
Because
I
I feel like
guys,
this,
then
like
I'm gonna keep leading, because I'm sure.
you feel green light.
Y'all, I don't care. Don't even ask me to, because it'll offend me, especially
Yeah,
my intellect.
yeah. So look, this is the time. This is like this is a time where for those who are tuned in, listening to the podcast, the Think Like a Boss podcast, this is a time where y'all can unmute the mic, ask any questions when it comes to the special guest right now, engage and network. So if you feel free, if you want to, y'all can go ahead and unmute the mic, ask a few questions based off of what y'all have already heard, and let's continue this podcast. All right, so like, uh,
Right now we're talking about.
why is it so important nowadays to secure your dreams? I know people be like, man, you're 20, you 38, and you still rapping. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah because God woke me up every day to bring a message, to put a message out there and give it to somebody who going through what I'm going. Targeting, gang or I'm not. What can I say? I'm not out here marketing violence, this and that. Because I know it's a lot of people who have been through trauma experience and up and downs and lost family members, friends. And
Now
they
they
need
need is
somebody
the right type of music to listen to.
that they can relate to and they can go ahead and get into that zone and really do something different. Because I know for me, I listen to a lot of great mentors when it comes to a lot of positive speakers and things
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like I might be down and out, like man, I'm getting so tired, man, and like and guess what?
Turned
I
on
don't turn on any type of
no gospel like that, mode like that.
hey, that's why God said, wake up on your mind. Let,
Mm.
let me lead
Before you do anything yourself, because every time
you try to do something yourself, it doesn't work out. Every time you want to plan things without my, consent, without putting me first, it does
you
not go as planned.
and it
I
doesn't.
learned that.
Facts, facts.
Anything you want to go ahead and throw out there? Because I know this interview fire. You feel me? Hey, we really going in, dropping the jewels. We really hitting the right type of topics. Question: how long have you been in the game? I know you said you've been in the game since 80s and 90s. How many years altogether have you been in the game, and why do you continue to go so hard?
Yeah, I want to discuss with you too. Just talking about putting the age on music. This shorty on Instagram, she must have got offended, but I wasn't talking to her like that. You know what? Gotta, on this, you gotta be comfortable, careful of what you say. You offend, might get offended, right? So she gonna say, excuse me, priceless. I didn't become the. Uh, she said 50 and rapping, and I said, I
Who
said, who
said that?
told you I was 50? And I said, who the hell told you I didn't start rapping? I said, bitch, respect the pimping. I said, let me tell you something. Did I had to go in or I mean disrespect her like that, but I'm like, hey man, yeah, you put an age on her so Tina Turner can't get up there, she can't groove, she can't dance. No. Like I said, if my knees go out, I get too old, no, I ain't gonna be up there. But if my he's out here. You can best believe that.
Oh no, that's right.
So
Ah,
you ain't
come
finna
on,
tell
fly on
me.
down here to Dallas, Texas, man. I need you on the team on my right hand side. Come holler at
You
me.
know
Come
what I
on
mean?
down.
So, hey, man, don't
Yeah.
be putting no age up on me with this game. Because
You
regardless,
feel me?
believe me, you run up, but I'm supposed to put age on that. I'm supposed to whip your ass because I'm what? Yeah, me
Hey,
twisted.
hey,
Yeah,
Prices, I should say that all the time. You show is talking that Chicago slang. Look, I should say that all the time when I was a youngster. Run up and get done up if you
done
want
up.
to. I
Right.
used to say
And
that
I'm
back in the gap growing
saying
up in the hood.
that don't
Nah,
change. That don't
I see, I,
change.
I see, that's it.
In your ass. Don't get me twisted because I'm gonna be a woman, but I gotta be a woman to take care of myself because some men can't. That's why you got men that surround me that can love me like that to where it's me just as well as friend and anything for me because of the fact it's mutual. I would because I do right and they do me right. Extra come in the between all the shenanigans. I'm gonna tell you, and age and
Hey,
don't put no age on me. Don't
I
put
know
no
that's right.
age on me. Don't see me with no hair for the gray. You feel?
I don't get it.
Facts, and that's real. And for those who just came into the room, go ahead and mute the mic for
Right.
right now and just tune in and listen. It'll be a time where y'all can go ahead and ask a few questions. We got the special guest, Priceless Royalty, in the building. She has 3 books that she has written. She's hot in the music game. She's been in the rap game since the early 80s, 90s. She has worked with Kumo G, Salt and Pepper. You can name it. She has performed for them. She has done her things, man. Like her main mission is each one. See, all about the motivation. And when I tell you this is what we got going on, y'all tune in. This is that Thing Like a Boss podcast, hosted by Money Train. Y'all can catch us spontaneous days. Special guests, y'all tune in. Book y'all slots. We doing digital interviews right now. You can't miss out. This will be on 15 to 16 different platforms. For an example, we got Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, we got Spotify. We have numerous platforms that this message from priceless royalties will be heard on. Um, I will say this has been a great interview. Priceless royalty. Like I keep saying, like inspiration is everything. So anything you want to throw out there at this time for those who have been listening and plan on listening and playing this podcast back.
Please, it's here. And I say you inspire your surroundings. Don't let someone inspire your for you. Rub elbows with positive people that speak positive. Man, lay down with dogs, you wake up at 3. I'm telling you. And birds of the feather flock together. I don't care what you say. I mean, for real. And take motherfuckers when you know they ain't going on. Come on now.
That's all correction. That's good. And you know what? That's what we're supposed to do.
Because I'm telling you, for real, man. I'm telling y'all, man. I would be pulling
true
about this.
True. Listen, correction. I feel like this constructive criticism will build your character. If you can accept my
Moses is righteous. Moses no someone is not judging on righteousness because you got people that come into judgment on you. Yeah. And when they criticize, you gotta know the difference. Because I talk about that in my book. You understand the way that you can accept when you're supposed to talk with people for edification. If it's not for edification, then it's a lot of becomes blah 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 blah. You become, you know what I mean? Like somebody did, if you blah blah blah. Right.
True. I agree with you. And what do you do to avoid that? Like, how do you keep yourself busy? What do you do to keep yourself busy when it comes to your craft? Like, are you always in the studio? Are you always writing more music? You got no visual do to keep yourself busy?
Well, I got things that I try to keep myself busy with. It's the music, my right. Books. So, you know what I mean? You know, and learning about something, teaching, talking to somebody about something positive. It's not for what people think it is. Because if you come against me, I just turned it back up 100-fold. You already been done. So if somebody's on here and wanted to be indignant and wanted to be foul, they just cast a heap of coals of fire on their head. Because regardless, thing I do is for a reason. And waste my time. If I'm getting paid for my time. If I'm spending some money, I'm gonna spend some money for my time. You see where I'm coming from?
Yes, ma'am. So
that's what it is. Now, in the midst, and right now, in the midst of us, you know, and you got people doing so much around this world. But the is that, hey, it's what you manifest around you. It's what you know, what you're capable of doing. Whether it be my books, whether it be, you know what I'm saying, because I don't care what you do, you gotta do it. You better do it with 100% of some positive energy, to whereas somebody learn something, they're gonna end up putting themselves in a situation that can't write a check about a message.
That's real. Say that one more time. Let people know where they can follow you at.
You gotta watch who you on the phone, you gotta watch who you. And what I'm talking about on the phone, it's talking about even. You got battles around here. You got people wishing you evil. You got people sitting up there putting off bad energy. Like when I say blah blah, I mean God just sitting up there ain't got nothing they sitting up there putting out, but they got some hating energy. That they might not say nothing. Energy is so quick with the negativity that they don't think they're being seen and heard already.
Absolutely.
See where I'm coming from? Because I know whom they deal with. I don't do nothing for nothing. Not in this world. Not on this planet. I'm telling you, nothing for nothing. Because you're serious.
For nothing.
Nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing for nothing.
That needs to be
when
put
I'm
on
doing
the
it. Yeah. I'm not. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for something. You feel me?
All right, what you doing it for? If you ain't doing it, if you're doing it for nothing, what's the point of you doing it?
And I tell people, what if you mean seriously? You doing it for nothing, then? Because what am I get out of literally? If you're positive and that person energy is positive, you think you get out of negative energy and can anybody tell me that?
I will. Another negative.
Do you think light is going to overpower darkness?
Mm-hmm.
It's still going to overpower that negative.
That's why they say two. Hey, look, when you got two positives, you can only get another positive. When you got a negative and a negative, you can only get a negative. Like, but when y'all feel like when you got a negative and a positive, that positive always overweigh.
Overweight for real.
Exactly. And we can turn that negative into a positive. Like we can go ahead and take that with a person.
Eat up all this negative. You come around me, I'm gonna eat you up like a cannibal. I'm gonna eat Jeffrey Dahmer and
ate them raw.
Eat you up like a cannibal. I'm telling you. Even Satan to tell you don't come at me, cause she will come at you. Oh, see, they don't know. That's real.
I'm gonna tell you something.
My name, Miss Beatty Five.
What? Miss Beatty Five, baby. Y'all hear this, man. We over here amped up. Think Like a Boss Pod. Money Train, the host, special guest, priceless royalty. We holding this down behind the scenes, on the scenes, wherever you at, we at. Think Like a Boss Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all follow us on Instagram. It's that important. Word of mouth is everything. So go ahead and start with us. We're bringing a message that can't be ignored. We holding it down from city to city, from Texas to Chicago to worldwide. Listen in. Our main mission is to promote what you got going on, from talent, from small business owners, music. Whatever you got, you can be a porno actor. Bring your ass on to my show. We gonna talk about why your hoes so blown out. Go to the show. Enjoy yourself. Have fun. Be you. This is what we doing on a Thing Like a Boss podcast. Be you.
Right.
That's what we doing. You know, before we let's talk about your music, the two songs. We definitely need to talk about the two songs, the two hits. That's really got a lot of era.
Right.
Right now, people is really behind these two songs. So, what's the name of this first song that you pushing right now?
Now A-Y-Y. Now W-N-O-W. Now, and the other one is I'm a show off. Now, so I think these two go ahead. And listen, I gotta tell him my books, the name of the books, cause your relationship,
Thanks. Okay.
Talk about the first Money Train. I didn't even get. Yeah, we only talked about the first one.
I'm gonna tell you why we ain't get to it. I'm gonna tell you why we ain't get to the second book. It's just like me pulling up on you. You see, so we finding each other attractive. I probably wanted to ask you your name, but we didn't even get to the name. We just got to everything else because the chemistry, yo. The energy.
Right. Right.
We,
And
we
but
got
I
the
didn't think we had
expectations that we're
much
popping.
time left.
I
I
mean,
didn't
you
have
know,
much time left.
it's almost at that 60 minutes, almost 8 o'clock as we speak. You
Right.
know, but I
Right.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. I definitely want to. Let's go ahead and talk about the second book, and go ahead and let people know the title of your second book and why you wrote your second book. Let's go ahead and talk about it. It's on you.
Okay. The second is more complex. Men or women. The reason why is because a lot of men and women they going through some things together and apart, and we have some issues, that we dealing with. I mean, I don't care
Hmm.
what somebody say. Both men and women have some issues they deal with. They get
Hmm.
together, they up and cause chaos. Some of us be sabotaging our relationship on purpose. You know,
Yep.
I wrote that. I mean, it's about men and women. Like they're complex. I hope
True.
they enjoy that book for real because men and women to me are complex. I mean, either you complex or you simple. You got simple men, you got men who complex. But even a simple man becomes. You know what I mean?
I agree. I
Yeah,
agree
they
with
do.
that. Again, where can people find this book at again? We need to definitely throw this out there. Where can people follow it? On Amazon. What's the name of the book again? On Amazon, the second book.
Complex.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
The third book. What we got going on this
you
third
know,
book? And
where
what
the
made you
third
write this
book
book?
is who. I mean, it's a minute of losing in life. Because see, some people think it's okay to step on others until they win it. Game. How you win? Lose your soul in the end. Okay, and if we don't get preachy, how about we don't? Because I'm not getting preachy, but I know this to be true. How you winning if says how you winning if you're gonna lose your soul in the end game, you're gonna lose your soul regardless. Hey, I ain't trying to lose that because that's the most important thing that the enemy is after, right? So I mean, if that's what he's after your soul, then what you think? You the most important thing you try to keep, right? So dandara.
Hmm.
That's one. Two. All right. Now, if you winning, what the heck you step on something gonna weak? Your end game is gonna weak with you. So that's why I say worried about you. Don't worry about the next motherfucker, man. Gets you. Please work on that, people. Don't look inside of you. When you get on Instagram, some of that stuff you really need to pass or delete because sometimes showing your ass, shaking and all that shit get played out. Okay, all of
True.
that, some of that stuff is. I'm thinking move on kind of person. I am. Over that job, let me go do the next. I don't like to keep the same old stuff. You know, looking good. Let me
True.
you keep changing. If I gotta move my house now, I don't like to look around my crib and it stay the same too long. Oh, you got to wipe that down, clean it up. Put on something, change style or something. Don't cover yourself a little bit. Be a little more conservative sometimes. You
It's
gotta get
true.
where I'm coming from. So, that shit get played out. So, hey, and some of the stuff we do is overkill. And I talk about that overkill. It's called over that prejudice stuff, that all that hating. Don't you know why you get over for your time? All that hate on the inside. See, I don't worry about Sally's doing what Sue's saying. I'm gonna show you love when I show you love because anyway. And what you're doing is
Mhm.
not important to me like that. I don't like to be in people's business. Why you think I don't get on stuff like that? If I see you and I'm like, oh dang, man, I ain't seen that cat in a minute. I'm gonna show you love for a minute. And then I'm gonna get out your business. Put you in mind.
Facts. That's the message. That's the message. We got 4 minutes into the end of this podcast, and this shit been popping. Y'all tuned in to Think Like a Boss podcast, man. This is on
Well,
air. Yeah.
money train, we got people. I didn't think it was one. I didn't know if anybody showed up.
They did. They did. A few people showed up. I heard them click in. They clicked out. They listened in though for sure. I said in the field, we've been going in 63 minutes in the making. You feel me?
Right on,
And this
and
is
I hold you
what
down.
we do. When I tell you to engage, to like feel that chemistry, to you know what I'm saying, to be enlightened and embrace. That's what we got going on. You feel me? That's why I'm on this phone, this interview, a whole hour.
Need something.
That's
So I know
the
the
next
next
interview up close in person is gonna be stupid. And that's what we're looking
right,
for.
right,
You need to
right
come
on.
on down to Dallas. Come on, check me out. We're gonna go ahead and have
The
a
way you
lot
say
of
you at
fun out
Dallas
there while you
is
out.
right.
Yeah, we holding it down in Dallas. Look at that. They're holding it
If
down
you know
hard.
you gotta, let me tell you something. You gotta answer for what you do. I'm gonna tell you, I still tell you about it. If I know that what you put out, okay, and forgive me for a lot of things that I said and done. If I offend anybody, forgive me. I always do that. You just, hey, don't be so, prideful that you ask for forgiveness. People say that, oh, you didn't offend me, and then you find out about something else you did. I'd be like, oh, you so you know what I'm saying? You just always kind of always examine yourself to make sure you're doing what's right. You know,
True.
it don't hurt for real because I'm telling you, you will show your end game. I'm telling you, I don't care. Some people think they're getting away with evil. You're not, big dummy. You
Mm-mm.
can't be a Christian hanging people. Okay? You can't be
Word.
calling yourself Christian. That's offensive to the Most High. But I ain't
Not
gotta
only
tell you that.
offensive, it's blasphemy.
The
Divine.
black
You
thing,
feel
man,
me?
how say that? Because that's not a Christian. And then anyway, that's how much the word Christian is. Hey man, you gotta question that. Because if behavior is okay, no wonder why we get laughed at. If
Mm-hmm.
Christians come out, oh, I love the Lord Jesus, and we do the same thing. No, baby, we all do the same thing. I don't know about that. Because believe me, that ain't right. You get where I'm coming from?
Mm-hmm.
What it is. What you sold. And that's why I wrote that book. Are you winning or losing? Because if your end game, and that's trying to tell people, get stuff together right now. Because tomorrow the body, and it's a fact. You can't take this worldly stuff with you. Stop tripping over shit. Stop. If you want to do the ride nice, but you ain't got to trip on Sally Sue or your dick because they got that stuff. Sure, you don't know what they do to get that.
Exactly. Stop trying to keep up with the Joneses.
The
Stay out of
Jones is
people's
right.
business. Do you?
Keeping
I
up
know
with
it's
prices,
look,
baby.
exactly. Look, don't get me wrong. I know it's inspiration to see the next person who got something, who already up there, who got a nice car, got a
No,
nice
I
family, a
already told
happy
my
family,
brothers and
who got a
them.
nice house, but at
I
the
always
same
told my
time, it's like,
family. I always told my people,
find
my
you.
brothers to do it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm telling you, I always told them. Never. They be like, oh, that cat wrote the first. I was like, wait a minute, you wrote never look at the next man. Yeah, I don't care if that cat wrote him. Yes, you do not supposed to look at that and think that's cool. Because he could have just killed somebody for that. And you think he wrote a track. You heard? So stop holding them that man nuts. For real.
That's true.
That's
Y'all
the
done heard
problem.
it.
That's right. That's why a mug sitting up there throwing it in your face, getting off of why you think higher treat you like the way they treat it. Because you're so like a like you like little greedy throwing you a bone. Man, don't put me in a box and damn sure put me in the category. Or damn sure a box.
That's true. That's true.
Again. Don't
Y'all
put me
done
in no
heard it.
box.
Hey,
You heard me, man. I'm telling you. Because I'm about to come
tap
out swinging.
in.
You heard?
Yeah, I agree with that. You already know what time it is, man. It's the end of the
Thank you.
hour. We holding it down on that thing like a boss podcast with priceless royalty. Three
Yes.
books published. Amazon.
Yes.
Y'all can go ahead and check her out on Instagram. Priceless royalty. She holding it down when it
Yes.
comes to the music. On
Go to my
top of.
website,
Go ahead.
www.price-royalty.com. You will find my books and you'll find my music. I'm on all platforms, but I'm telling you, My personal website would take you to all my platforms, please. Thank you.
Hey, y'all done heard it from Priceless Royalty again on that Thing Like a Boss podcast, where we push out the hottest content, where we push out music, where we promote nothing but great black entrepreneurs. And this is where it goes down. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for sharing and supporting this movement. Before we go ahead and air this off, again, Priceless Royalties on the Thing Like a Boss podcast. Where can they find you at?
What you say, Kim?
One more time. On that last time, where can they find you? Where can they reach you at? One more time. Blessings.
Ashroyalty.com. PRICELTS, the minus sign, and royalty, ROYALTY.com. Please get me, dog.
Tap in, y'all heard from that top of the bottom, man. Priceless Royalties holding it down. Much love in the city. Feeling Like a Boss podcast. This is where we hold it down. Y'all tap in, be blessed, and we are out. Take care.
Dude, one.